A little Irish folk music.
Irish folk music. Are we river dancing?
It's the modern day river dance.
Dancing a jig.
Should we make Nugget dance a jig while trying to play this? To incorporate his legs with his arm flails.
That should be the next challenge. Can Nugget play Beat Saber with the controllers duct taped to his feet?
Like Edward 40 Hands.
Edward 40 Hands.
40 hands.
Look at VR Toes. That's what we'll call him.
VR Toes.
Would we become the most successful channel that way? Because, you know...
I think we just discovered the name of this series.
I bet there's someone out there that has done it.
Has already capitalized on VR Toes. It's probably an OnlyFans thing.
Don't steal our ideas, OnlyFans creators! There are ideas that have probably came out long after you made them.
Like people trying to trademark the word the.
The? Like T-H-E, the?
T-H-E, the.
Trademark it how?
They tried to trademark it and the trademark office said nope.
Yeah. Trying to trademark one of the most common connector words?
Yeah. The logic is sound, right? If I own one of the most common words ever used, then I'm going to be rich. Because everybody has to pay me, but that's why the trademark office said no.
And I think if anything, the person who originally came up with the word would have the licensing for it.
I mean, it's kind of not how
I don't think that's how
works.
words work.
Yeah.
But isn't that, I know that's not how words work, but isn't that kind of just the idea that...
Also, you kind of have to trademark it in specific use cases and a lot of things. So like t-shirts, if you put a saying on a t-shirt, you own it for the t-shirt distribution, not in other contexts.
Okay.
Again, Super Monkey Fighter is discussing the amazing intricacies of law and like taxes and things like that, as we do from time to time.
We have deep and meaningful conversations, occasionally riddled with Irish dance jig. Come on.
It's the best way I like to take my tax advice.
Yeah, from an Irish leprechaun. As opposed to like a British leprechaun, which is just, like an Irish one, but angrier and tends to try and colonize the planet. So.
Oh, it's a singing song now.
Yep. After that Irish jig, we gotta slow it down a little bit. What?
Oh.
The obstacles you have to avoid seem pretty easy to avoid. At least from my perspective.
You can up the difficulty level, and I'm sure it won't be...
We can try.
It just seems to me like, oh, hey, here's 2 bombs that are going to go onto the sides of you. Or here's this crazy red electric wall to the edge.
I mean, we could up the difficulty and see how much it changes in terms of things you have to dodge, or...
So like the duck.
The amount of blocks you have to try and hit.
It's really more of a squat than a duck. It's really more of a squat.
Yep, I didn't quack.
Yes.
Quack.
Quack.
Oh.
I don't know why this song doesn't sound anything like the song in the airport sequence on Max Payne 3, but it reminds me of that for some reason. And I'm just thinking about that time that you didn't hear that song when we played Max Payne 3.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, maybe I should look it up. I haven't looked it up yet since then. All I know is that we knew for sure we weren't going to be able to have it on our channel due to copyright, but it's kind of why I'm glad when creators or musicians, when they write songs specifically for games, that allow you to...
Yeah, was it Control did that?
Yeah, Control did it, and I think that song in that sequence was really great and provided, I guess, intrigue for it beyond just the empty sequence of you running around shooting guys.
I'll say it was the only sequence in that game that I understood what was going on.
Yeah. So no, when creators do that, write specific music for games for you to
All right, we going to
use and
expert.
listen to.
Expert Plus.
We'll start with expert. We'll
Is
try
that like
We'll try
expert
expert.
with cheese?
Whoa. Look at Nugget go!
And then look at this pro dancing Nugget. Didn't know we had these skills in him.
Neither.
We're unlocking Nugget's full potential.
The full potential of Nugget has been released.
But none of us knew that this was going to happen.
I didn't know what to expect from this.
Oh, I hit a bomb. See? It is harder.
You're still alive. You're still alive.
I don't know if it kills him. I just think it knocks down his like combos or misses or whatever. And the more he misses,
I was
the more
promised death. I was promised real life death.
Did this just become Squid Games? Where if Nugget loses in this, he's taken out by a random hitman on the side?
I mean, maybe it'll happen later. Maybe he'll be taken to some island where he has to compete in a game show.
Yeah. Nugget, blink twice if you need
For
help.
money.
I'm blanking. I'm blanking.
I know. That's why I said it, because we can't see it.
Ah,
I'm sure this was kind of like Expert Plus because it was expert with the two of us giving crap.
I did better than I thought I would.
I'm impressed.
Do they have like level
try it.
ratings so that you know the difficulties? I always wonder if we should be quiet and let Nugget concentrate on actually doing a hard
we should
level.
definitely make his life much more difficult.
Whoa,
shit.
whoa.
Although my life just got more difficult.
Oh.
Just trying to pay attention to this is like, whew.
I can't imagine what this is like being in the virtual reality part of it, where you're, yeah.
It's more probably like, it's probably less bouncy because it's like natural movement.
But because we're on Discord, we have a slight delay.
Plus, it's not our head moving around. That's the thing that bugs me about watching VR. As much as I like a lot of the stuff I've seen, it's like the weird little jiggles of people's heads.
Yeah.
Also, everybody's apparently lopsided. That's one thing I've learned from VR, watching VR games.
What do you mean?
Like, it's like one foot's longer than the other, or one leg's longer than the other, I guess. Not feet. Their feet could be longer than the other as well, but...
Isn't that something
So everything's
that's...
kind of like slanted to one side.
I thought that's a common thing for people, because I've seen like chiropractors, like videos of about chiropractors like popping out people's backs and like readjusting, to where they usually say like there's one leg that's slightly longer than the other.
Yeah, and it's also just alignment where you put more weight on one leg or the other.
Right. And if you're in a job though where you're standing a lot, I'm sure that gets a lot more lopsided. Did Nugget just do
Well,
it?
I made it!
Did Nugget just make it? Or is there more to it? Nugget got a
Clear
B
level.
on an expert
I got a
level.
B.